Navneet for putting this whole program design to the execution in place. We could not have done it without you three. Moving on to for techies joining decoding 5G.zone, 4G, 5G demos, and rest of the techie stuff. Of course, non-tech person are also invited to stay back and support this. It won't be too long, probably next 10 to 15 minutes, and then we will close this second part of this program officially. So having said that, let's move on to the next one. Can you all still hear me? All good? Can you see me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay,
We
not
can see your
see you.
screen as well. Yeah.
All right, perfect. All right, it was a game. I can tell you this much to you all. It was fun. Okay, all right. So can you see the screen? Perfect. So first of all, I like to start by saying that we as a volunteers of Testopper community in Brampton, Canada, are really proud to start this decoding 5G.zone skill up and innovation up initiative. And one of the main reasons that we started this initiative is, like I mentioned, most of the industry experts will agree to this. I mean, we are having challenges to find the future skill talent in this particular space, right? And not many are out there. And connectivity is one of the key technology, whether it is a 4G, 5G, or 6G in future, that's going to really bring the human world and the physical as well as the digital world together. This is an industry that's going to really help us if we are able to upskill ourselves in our career growth and in many different directions. And even if you are an entrepreneur or an intrapreneur, it will kind of help you to innovate within your company or with your own company as well, right? So that's the thought process. So this decoding 5G.zone, what is it? It's basically a zone that we wanted to create where all of us come together and skill up and innovation up. That's what we wanted to really do. In order to kickstart this activity, what we decided in Testopper community is to learn Magma. That's what we kind of decided. And we wanted to learn Magma. Magma, as Phil was mentioning. Phil, are you still there in the call? Just to be sure. I'm unable to see who is there in the call or not.
I am here, Cotter.
Thank you, Phil. So what we decided to do in decoding 5G zone is to really skill up individuals to start with, in the Magma open source, open core mobile network open source, right? So that's what we're going to do. And in order for us to do that, obviously we require some help from the existing experts who are familiar with Magma and who can help us, help our community to learn and upskill, right? So I wanted to sincerely thank 6 of the gentlemen here and 3 from India, Suresh, Parthiban, and Shubham, who is going to help us from Wave Labs. Thanks to Wave Labs again. And then we have 3 from Canada, Amir, Miki, and Vikas, that we have been working together, myself and 3 of them, since last a month or so, learning Magma together. So we did a pilot, in fact, together, before we even started this skill up, innovation up, decoding 5G zone. So now, we have 3, gentlemen from India supporting us, and then 3 from Canada supporting us. And I'm very confident that we as a Testopper community will be able to help not only in Canada but across geographies to skill up and innovation up on 5G. So that's the thought process. Thanks again, the tech experts, for agreeing to help us on this journey. Moving on, now we are going to do some steps together to join some of the key places that we all should be, right? So I wanted to leave the floor to Miki or Vikas to take it from here, please.
Yep. All right, thank you, Carter. So I'll take over from this one. So in Microsoft team for the Testopper, we do have a decoding 5G channel ready for you guys to use. So all we need is your full name and email, and so we can add you. Aside from that, we also have a Magma channel in Slack for Canada community, where you can also join. I'll put a link at the description or in the chat shortly. And I'm going to let Ricardo to the next slide.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you. You know what we should also do is together as a team, right? If those who are not in the Magma channel, this is the join Slack. This is the link. Let's put this link in the. This is a working session, right? So let's just give me a second. Yeah, let's do that. Let me see if I can get this link here as well. Nikki, are you putting this link in the chat?
I put it. It's done.
Okay. Okay. I'm trying to see what I can do. Just give me a quick technical issue I'm trying to resolve. Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right. So let's all of us take some time to make sure that we are able to join this Magma Slack channel. And in that Magma Slack, there is a channel called Community-Canada. You can join. If you are from Canada, feel free to join that channel. We would really appreciate it. Most of the communications related to the Magma activities, we will be doing it inside this Community Canada channel in the Magma Slack. Okay. And within the Testoper community, we use Microsoft Teams. There is a decoding 5G.zone. This will be used mostly for setting up and coordinating the local programs, right? The local study groups or learning sessions on Magma. So anything that we do locally here, some of the communications related to that, will be done in this particular collaborative channel. So if you wanted to join this decoding 5D.zone in Microsoft Teams, we need your full name and email address. You can send it in this chat, or you can also send it to the email address called programs@testoper.com. Nikki, can you put that email address as well in the chat, please?
Yeah, I'll put in. Just give me a second.
Sure. Okay, so now we have the Slack to join the Magma, as well as the instructions to join the local community channel. The next step now is to give you guys some information on what are we going to do as a next step, right? So here I would like to give a floor to Vikas. Because if you want to explain this slide, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Kader. Can you bring up the slide, please?
Okay, are you able to see my screen? Not yet.
Can
No.
see your video.
Okay, can you see it now?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Perfect. Awesome.
Yeah, so thanks, Kader. Thank you everyone for joining our session today. And now I'm going to invite you all to join our Decoding 5G study group, which will be handled by our tech experts. In this study group, we will be conducting bi-weekly sessions starting from 9th of October to scale up our 5G technology knowledge. And you can find Eventbrite registration link in the chat box. Also, you can join our YouTube channel to check content and demo on 5G technology. A link is also provided in the chat. Me and my team from WebLabs had a published recorded video of a service test in Decoding 5G YouTube channel, which includes explanation of end-to-end packet flowchart, how to add subscribers into network, how to set up access gateway, UE, Inode B. We have also initiated 5G data call and tested data packet flow using Wireshark. We have tested 5G setup by using orchestrator and access gateway of developed technologies, and using Megma's master branch code. So you can join us into study group to experience how 5G technology in the tech ecosystem will impact your professional growth and take control of long-term outcomes. Thank you again. I'm excited to see all of you in the study group.
Thank you so much, Vikas. I really appreciate it. So Mickey and Vikas, if you can also paste the Eventbrite link in the chat, it will allow the techies, whoever is staying back, to kind of register and join our study group. What we are really trying to achieve in that study group is to come together and learn 5G technology as a whole, right? Of course, we will also learn some previous technologies like 2G, 3G, and the evolution of it. But our main focus is going to learn the 5G technology at a very high level, and then deep dive into how this whatever that we have learned in high level is actually happens in practice, right? Rubber meets the road, they call it as. And we wanted to go through this process together as a team and learn and upskill. We call it a skill up and innovation up ourselves, so we can become a workforce of the future. In other words, 5G workforce of the future, and write our own destiny and towards the successful career path, right? So that's what we wanted to really do. The study group is going to be the first event that we are starting. It's going to be bi-weekly in Testoper community. You're welcome to join that. Next year, we will plan number of other activities around 5G and also around Magma. Stay tuned. We will keep you posted, and we look forward every one of you to join and join in this journey and learn together and become successful. Moving on, the last slide probably for today is Vikas kind of covered it, but I also wanted to bring this up, right? So this particular decoding 5G.zone activity is supported by a number of individuals, like we presented earlier. There was a sponsorship slide that we presented. One of the major supporter of this activity is Magma community, and personally Phil. I have to really thank him for his time Saturday morning, and that too he is from California, so PST time zone, so he had to get up pretty much 7 a.m. and sit with us throughout. That itself is an inspiration for me to see this success, right? To see all of us developing our skills in Magma as success, Magma community as success, and also the initiatives that we have taken in Testoper community, which we call it as a decoding 5G.zone as success, right? So I really want every one of you, we are 45 plus 5, 50 techies right now in the call. So we had more than 80, 90 people attending, but then techies, or most of us, it's really encouraging. I want every one of you to thank Phil for his, dedication and time to be here from the start to end, and also for his continuous support on this initiative of skill up and innovation. Please feel free to show your thanks, claps, send a personal message to Phil. Please do so. Okay. And the next thing that I wanted to bring this up is, if you focus on Magma, right? So Magma has 3 components, like Phil mentioned, right? The access gateway, federation gateway, and orchestrator. And orchestrator is you can install on-premise, and also you can install it in the cloud. So what the setup that we have for our learning today is, we have this orchestrator already installed in AWS, and that's made available to all of us by Wave Labs. And what we are going to do in this learning is, we are going to learn more about A gateway, and then connect the A gateway to the orchestrator, use the free simulators that are available out there provided by the Magma community. And we're going to learn everything that Vikas kind of explained to you all, right? Looking at the traces and how everything happens, rubber meet the road, and so on. So that's what we are going to do. And in case if you have any questions or doubts that are more specific to 5G, then you can also reach out to the Wave Labs team, who are the 5G experts in the Magma community Slack. There is a channel called Wave Labs 5G-support. You can reach out there as well to get some of your answers, right? So those are the key activities that we wanted to do in decoding 5G.zone, and we wanted to kind of open up the floor for any questions or any suggestions from anyone how we can do this better. Because remember, right, Testoper community is a non-profit community. We are not a profit community, and we don't have any full-time employees, as you all know, right? It is this particular event, if you think about it, it is actually run by volunteers. Like this, we have done 200 plus events. I probably would have got involved in 10 to 15, but rest of the events and all was actually done by other volunteers within our community. It's completely run by volunteers. It's a non-profit organization, like a open source, right? Like Magma open source. So in Magma open source, all people come together and build a Magma core. In Testoper community, all people come together and help each other to upskill. And it's open from that point of view. Both of these are open from that point of view. And that's why we also call ourselves open community. So the reason that I brought up this is mainly because I wanted to let you all know, whoever in this call, it is us together have to come together and learn and make this decoding 5G.zone initiative successful. Because end of the day, it's run by the volunteers, by the people, for the people kind of a storyline here. Okay, that's my final words for today. And wanted to open the floor and look at if there is any questions, chat. You can unmute now and you can speak. Feel free to do that. Let me look at the chat for any questions that we may have to answer regarding this decoding 5G.zone. Mohammed R. Siddiqui, right? We should have AWS, GCP, MS, Azure, IBM, and OCI. I agree with you. By the way, today we have Azure. Microsoft has been sponsoring Testoper community. They have given us Azure, so we can use that Azure in our study group. And we also have the IBM Cloud. We can use that in our study group. We also have Google Cloud, which has been provided by Google. Again, AWS we haven't applied for, but definitely we have today Google and Azure that we can use. Mohammed, just want to let you know.
How about Oracle, OCI? Are you working with Oracle by any chance?
No. See, we being a nonprofit, right? We get to apply for certain grants, certain in-kind contribution that these big companies offers, right? And it again takes a lot of work to manage and keep it going. So as we have today, the cloud from Google and Azure, most of the activities that we do, we are able to manage with these two clouds, right? And we are also partners of IBM Startup, Canada program, and we are provided with some cloud access there as well, right? So that's the history, Mohammed. Like I mentioned, we are non-profit. We don't have money to buy, right? Everything happens through in-kind and people coming together to do things together. Hopefully that clarified the situation, Mohammed. If you are able to help us get other cloud, we would be happy to work with you. Yeah.
Yeah, that covers the top three. And Oracle, I think in terms of the infrastructure, they're doing very good, and I can bridge and facilitate to bring Oracle as well. So let's keep on working on the top three. That's fine for now. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And please join us in this decoding 5G.zone. We will talk more and we will work together to see how we can really take this initiative towards its target. To all speakers, appreciate. Thank you very much. Magma is a real contribution at this challenging time. Yes, I completely agree. Kudos to Phil, Magma Core Foundation, and everyone behind the success of Magma. Thank you, Sohail, for thanking us. Thank you, Syed, again, for thanking all of us. So, Phil, do you have any comments or anything to say here, please, before we close the session?
Only that it's been great to share with this group. Interesting to find out they exist, and hopefully the talks today were useful.
Definitely, 200%. Let's work together as a team and make this learning interesting, fun. Unfortunately, we are going through COVID. We are not able to have in-person activities, and I'm pretty sure that's going to change very soon. So if that changes, we will be meeting in person and continuing this journey as well. So I'm looking forward to every one of the techies in this call to join us on October 9th, right, Mickey? The date, October 9th, Saturday morning, 9 to 10, bi-weekly, right? From then on.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
Yes.
Looking forward, every one of you to join, and let's learn together this technology and become successful. Thanks again, everyone. With that, we will officially close this session. You all have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend, and see you all in our next program. Thanks once again. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you for all the appreciations. Thank you. Thank you, Shubham.